Hey everyone, we're back. Sorry we took a small hiatus because we had to get life under control. So it is the dynamic duo, Dawn and Joy, and we are here. Get your mic, girl.
It fell.
Bless us. We're here to talk about life and how it life. So you remember our topic? What was the topic you were most excited about for this year's series of webinars or podcast episodes for us?
I forgot.
What's wrong with you? What's something that's going on right now in your life?
College.
All right, here we go. My goodness, we are knee deep. So we're going to talk about conflict. So I am Dawn Stone, speaker, consultant, and coach, owner and operator of The Conflict Chick LLC. We are a full suite organization that provides conflict resolution. And what it does is it increases the confidence of our leaders. It also helps them with connectivity, so communication is improved. And thirdly, it helps us build up a competency around sense giving and, excuse me, sense giving and just communication as a construct. So we all know that we're not the best at communicating. Would you say that as mother and daughter? Okay. So we're going to talk to you today about our real life journey into the college experience. So Joy is my second child. And Joy, what has been like figuring out what you're going to do with college?
Stressful.
Stressful. What makes it stressful?
It's like a lot of pressure, and then there's deadlines, and like putting all your information on like various sites.
Yes. And so for my very introverted daughter, it has been a nightmare for her. But for me, she said deadlines. My name is Dawn Deadline, Deadline Dawn. And so I'm excited about it. And what was the first thing we decided to do? So we're going to talk about the conflict. How did we resolve our conflict of you preparing for college?
You helped me.
Ding, ding, ding. So parents, parents, it's our responsibility to help our children. It's a thing called adultering, okay? We're still adulting, not adultery. Adulting. Adulting is where we are still as parents helping our young adults continue to thrive. And so we can't assume just because they reach a milestone year or some milestone in terms of their development, they still often need us, right? So you can see she's actually more relaxed now because we found a way to work together, right? And part of us working together was just understanding her strengths and mine. What's the strength that I bring?
Patience.
Yes. You're not going to a Tennessee school. Don't worry about it. So patience. She says I'm patient. Guess what Dawn says? I am very impatient, right? So sometimes as a parent, your child or a coworker or an employee or a mate may see a characteristic or a trait in you that you don't even think you are doing well. So I'm going to accept that. Thank you. You say I'm patient. Great. So I will tell you one thing that Joy is Joy is detail oriented. And so I love that about her. And she and my son are the most detail oriented. My oldest daughter, not so much. And so when I was helping her through the college process, it was a lot different and more engaging. Yeah, you remember. So we literally had to go through every piece. She has hundreds of envelopes, open and unopened, from colleges and universities around the nation that were recruiting her. But Joy decides to do a more targeted thing. So let me tell you how she created conflict with me. You remember what she told me?
When?
Key point, when? It was when we first decided that she was going to go to college. And she decided she was not going to go to a college in our state unless it was a what?
HBCU.
HBCU, historically black college or university. So the good thing is, unlike my oldest daughter, when I had to go through hundreds of envelopes and applications, I only had to go through under 200 for her, right? And so then she was really good about, because she's detail oriented, she went online, she found the colleges that were of interest to her, and she was like, Mama, here's my list. It was beautiful. You remember that? Right? And I say, give me your top 10. And I was like, oh, she gave me top 10. Well, give me your top 25. And she did that. And so what we did together, because of the way that we vibe and the things that we like to do, we both like to have all the information in one place. And this one here will not make a decision unless she knows all the pieces. So for some people that's problematic, like take a chance. She's not the chance and risk person. She's like, nope, I'm going to make sure. So we had a list of what, 25 colleges? And then what? So how did it make you feel to narrow everything down to 25?
A little better.
Okay.
Because
Because what?
when I first started looking for colleges, it was so many that I had to research. Yeah, it took me a while to kind of narrow it down, but I got it now.
Yes. So I asked her every week what we do to kind of reduce our conflict. You know, we do this every week. Is I ask her, what's your top? Like of the ones that you've received yeses on, what's your top? And then who are we still waiting on? So have we looked at that yet this week?
I looked at it this morning or last night.
Okay. All right. Have we got any more letters in? Okay, so she checks it. That's a great thing. So sometimes when you have a conflict, understand what your strengths are, what the other person's strengths are, and then set up a system and a cadence, okay, for you to check in. All right. So the way that we have is every week I'm going to check in with her. And I usually check in on a Monday or Tuesday. I did ask you what, Monday or Tuesday, didn't I? I'm like clockwork. But if I were to do it every day, what would it do if I asked you that every day?
Wait, what?
What if I asked you where we were every day? If I asked you about the status of the applications every day, what kind of feelings would that give you?
I don't know, I guess like uneasy.
Why would it be uneasy?
It just makes me nervous.
There we go. It makes her nervous. And she told me that last week. She's like, Mom, you're asking me too many questions. This is just too much. You're stressing me out. So just know that sometimes we're in conflict because you have love for someone and you may be super animated about it. You may be like, yeah, let's go, let's go. You can only move at the rate of the other person. So the two of you together have to decide how we move, right? Yeah, we have a pretty good relationship, don't we? We do. She's funny because she would try to annoy the fire to me, and then I'll come back and try to annoy the fire to her. So we do little things like this. It's cute. And I was like, don't touch my neck. But we have a good time. So this week, our lesson to you is, for one, as a parent and child relationship here, that there's always opportunity for growth. You will not get it perfect. As a parent, I'm going to speak to the parents. I'm going to let her speak to the youth. But I, as a parent, am not always perfect, and sometimes I do get frustrated. But she still sees me as patient, so I'm going to honor and respect that and thank her for that. The two of us set our cadence, which is once a week we check in, but she's 100% responsible for all of her applications. We decided that, and did you finish all 25? Pretty much. And so pretty much for us is a win. Okay. And so sometimes you have to decide, parent, where's your mountain and what's your molehill? All right. Make more molehills, maybe one mountain and the two of you can go together. So what advice would you give to students who are dealing with their lovely parents?
I mean, I guess it's like both of y'all, or no, all of, let me start over. As I said, like patience is really a big thing when it comes to stuff like that, like with your parents or your children. Um, and yeah, and communication.
Communication is what?
Important.
Important. Okay. The introvert has spoken. Communication is important. So if there's anything major that you're going to do in your life, in your work, or anything as it relates to your children or your coworkers or your partner, communication is important. Is there anything else we want to say before we get out of here? Because we don't hold people long.
Be patient with yourself also.
Mic drop. Why is that important?
To like build self-love and like just for yourself, for your mental health, and for your relationship with others.
Yes. This child is spitting so many gems. I would cry if I could, but I can't right now because we're on camera and I'm not going to. But that's so sweet. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you. I really am. Yeah. She has come such a long way. Y'all have no
I
idea.
have.
We all have. Come on, girl. And like, in fact, she opted to sit in a chair with me today. I mean, it's awesome. That's what good communication and great relationships look like. They won't be perfect, but we are all what? Perfectly imperfect, right? Perfectly imperfect, and be okay with it. So we're going to get out of here today and just let you know to follow us, like us, subscribe, share this with someone. Maybe there is a family member who needs to see this. Maybe there's a coworker who needs to see this. Maybe there's a student or a life learner who needs to see this. We are all capable of doing amazing things, and you will not get there by yourself. So it's important for us to have good communication and have love and what did you say was self? Just
love,
self-love
self-worth,
and self-worth. Because we're worth it. And acceptance and self-esteem. Come on, keep speaking, girl. Yeah. What is her hair doing? Okay, I guess that's our out. We appreciate you for being here. We are Dawn Stone, aka the Conflict Chick, along with soon to be college student Joy, stepping in the Wednesday conflict call. And we appreciate you for being a part of this podcast. Confidence and conflict, they do go hand in hand, but you can make it through every dark storm with someone else, self-love, self-care, and understanding your self-worth through communication. That's it. All right, we'll see you. Let's do a little harder. Let's listen. We got one. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, which one? Oh, girl, which one's the best? Which? Is that? Yes. Peace. We'll see y'all next time.